Hello everyone, I'm Justin of Dice Hollow. Today I'd like to do something a little bit different and teach you a method for making lava pits for your tabletop miniatures games. For the lava itself, I used a piece of thin and rigid plastic that I got from a box of strawberries from the grocery store. And then I cut that down to the size and shape I wanted the lava to be. Once you got the shape cut out, the next step is to create the rock formations around it. And I like to use this material that I get from the local dollar store. It's a dense foam material, and it comes with paper laminated on either side. I just like to peel this off. It comes off pretty easily, and what you get is a lovely surface for crafting on. Right, you just remove the paper on both sides. To create the rocks, I like to break pieces off of this and form the shape by breaking the pieces. And the reason I like to do this is because it leaves you with a very organic edge that tends to be more realistic than if you were to cut it. When you're finished, it should look something like this. You can see I've broken the pieces off. I've used some of the pieces that were left over and made a second tier on top of the one layer, so it's got two layers now. I also secured the piece of plastic to the back of it and made sure that the plastic completely covered that hole in the middle. The next step of this process is to paint the plastic. You can see I've got it painted here. I used this yellow translucent paint that I have. It's good to have use a paint that is covers well, but also you can see through it afterward. Because that's how you'll get the glowing effect. And I just kind of applied it arbitrarily around the whole area, hoping to have some variation in value. The next step after this is to get a piece of white paper or card and put that in behind everything and glue that to the back of your miniature and cut around it. And what that does is the white paper will be seen through the translucent paint. And that's what makes the glowing effect. This is something that I always like to use every time I want to make something look like it's glowing. You create the illusion of light coming from a different source by using a white background and having it be viewed through a translucent material. Before I paint the rocks around the lava, I like to texture the foam using some rolled up aluminum foil like this. And what that does is, well, what we do is we take it and we push it into the foam and kind of roll it around the whole area. And what that does is it textures, gives you a nice rock texture. Here you can see I finished painting the black paint now. I only did one layer, and I think I'm actually going to leave it that way. I find that this material absorbs some of the paint in a way that actually gives itself a kind of realistic look that I'm happy with. And I don't even have to go back and do any dry brushing or highlighting or anything like that. So this is basically finished. An optional final step, if you wanted, I use a gloss medium to go over all of this. Just some kind of, even some PVA glue, if it's glossy, could help with that. And that just makes it a little bit shinier. You might find it reactivates the yellow paint again. And if that's the case, it's not really a big deal. It's actually, it still looks reasonably realistic, I find. And that's basically it. Here's our lava terrain piece. Thanks for watching, and if you like, please drop by tomorrow night. That's Thursday night here at Dice Hollow. We're having a paint and hobby night. So we'll be painting miniatures, but if you want to talk about building terrain some more, we can certainly do that. Until then, have a great day.